Good afternoon, boys and girls. This is Miss Tillery. This week I want to read the book Big Red Barn to you. The book was written by Margaret Wise Brown, and the pictures in the book are drawn by Felicia Bond. This is some vocabulary words that I want you to look for as we read the book. We have a cat, a dog, night, asleep, mice, horse, pig, hay, barn, scarecrow, eggs, and rooster. So I want you to look for all those things as we read our story. Big Red Barn. Again, it was written by, or the author is Margaret Wise Brown, and the illustrator, or the person who drew the pictures, is Felicia Bond. By the big red barn in the great green field, there was a pink pig who was learning to squeal. There was a great big horse and a very tiny horse. Big horse, tiny horse. And on every barn is a weather vane, of course, a golden flying horse. See the weather vane? It tells us the weather, the direction of the wind. There was a big pile of hay and a little pile of hay, and that is where the children play. But in this story, the children are away. Only the animals are here today. The sheep and the donkey, the geese and the goats were making funny noises down in their throats. An old scarecrow was leaning on his hoe, and a field mouse was born in a field of corn. Cock-a-doodle-doo! In the barn there was a rooster, and a pigeon too, and a big white hen standing on one leg, and under the hen was quite an egg. See the hen and the egg? There was a bantam rooster and a little bantam hen with a big clutch of eggs. Count them. There are 10. See those eggs? There's 10 of them. Cock-a-doodle-doo! Moo! Moo! There was a big brown cow and a little brown cow. There was an old black cat. Meow, meow. And a tiger tomcat. Yow, yow. There was a big red dog. Bow, wow. With some little puppy dogs all around and warm. See the big red dog and the little puppies. And they all lived together in the big red barn. And they played all day in the grass and in the hay. When the sun went down in the great green field, the big cow lowed, the little pig squealed. The horses stomped in the sweet warm hay, and the little donkey gave one last bray. The hens were sleeping on their nest. Even the roosters took a rest. The little black bats flew away out of the barn at the end of the day. And there they were all night long, sound asleep in the big red barn. Only the mice were left to play, rustling and squeaking in the hay, while the moon sailed high in the dark night sky. The end. Now, I'm going to ask you a couple of questions about our story. And remember, this is our vocabulary words that were in the story. We're going to use these words to answer our questions, okay? I'm going to ask you just 5 questions. What was big and red? You guessed it. The barn was big and red. Good job. Kiss your brains, you got it right. What animal was learning to squeal? Do you remember? It was the pig. The pig was learning to squeal. What big and little animals lived in the barn? It was the big one and the little one. Do you remember? The horse. The horse. What is the hen sitting on? What was the hen sitting on? She was sitting on the eggs in her nest. Remember how many there were? There were 10. Kiss your brain if you got that one right. And last but not least, what animal has puppies? Who knows? A dog has puppies. Good job, guys. I hope you enjoyed our story. I thought we would sit out by our pond in our green field. And if you have any questions or anything or need to reach me, please give me a call. This is Miss Tillery's contact numbers. My cell is 205-389-4872, or I can be reached by email at kntillery@chiltonboe.com. Thank you for watching or listening, and have a great day.